Football brings you the divisional round of the NFL playoffs, and it's brought to you by EA Sports. It's the Eagles and the Seahawks under the lights on Sunday night.
EA Sports coverage of the NFL playoffs brings us to the Pacific Northwest, the home of the 12s, and they are in full roar as you get a look inside Lumen Field in Seattle. Just ahead, we'll decide the second entrant to next week's NFC title game, and we've got a great one in store, as it'll be the Philadelphia Eagles taking on the Seattle Seahawks. Hello, everyone. As the postseason continues here on EA Sports, we're pleased to bring it to you. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gaudin. And who has the edge here? You got one side that had some extra rest, but another comes in off a win last week in the wild card round.
And it's funny, depending on which team you are, you say that that's an advantage. You'll take the rest, you'll take the week off, get your guys healed up a little bit and ready to go. But that team that's coming in off of a win last week, they're really excited to keep playing. They feel like they are hot and ready to go.
And out a little across the 25 to the 27. Philly's offense getting ready, and Jalen Hurts ready to lead them. The second-round pick who started his career at Alabama, then finished with an electric senior season at Oklahoma.
And if he and his guys want to spring the upset here in the second round and move on, they've got to focus on the good that they did in the wild card victory. At the top of that list, protecting the football. Got a little careless last week. A few got away from him. Might not be so fortunate this time around. And if that's the case, they'll end up going home.
Hurts throwing right away. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. Yeah, he'll work free from one tackle, but that's about all as he's taken down. Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. Well, hopefully, obviously nothing serious here. Medical staff, though, going to take a peek, and we'll take a break. From the 31, here's a second down and 6. They run with a dangerous Saquon Barkley. Chalk that up as a 4-yard loss, and now it's third down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave them 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through, but that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
So now an early 3rd and 10 here on their opening drive. Throwing is Hurts. Complete. Smith has it. And down he goes, but he takes it up to the 40. His first catch of the divisional round goes for a first down. He had 5 catches last week in their wild card win.
Well, I think when they look at their offense, they think to themselves, weapons, weapons everywhere, and they want to move the ball around. They want to spread it to different people, but you absolutely know they want to get this man involved as well, and that's what they just did on that play.
A first down carry for Barkley. And he is met at the line of scrimmage, and he goes down right there. Tackled by Isaiah Simmons.
I think what we just saw their partner was linebacking speed that can trump O-line power. We see that at times because he filled the gap before the offensive lineman could get to the next level and take him on.
Hurts. Nowhere to go here. He lost the football. Oh, and one of the linemen on the other side has got it.
A lot of bad news on that play for them, wasn't there? Lost the football, lost a lot of yardage, but I think the good news outweighs it. Able to retain possession. That was big for them.
The good news, they kept the ball. Bad news, it's 3rd and long. Hurts sets up to throw it. This one goes out wide for Barkley. And he'll get up near the 45. They'll spot it at the 44. 14 yards is the pickup there, but it'll still lead to a 4th down. And they're getting him involved early.
You feel like they saw something on tape or they just have a sense with him because he's had a good week of practice or something in that area that they want him involved. Just as you said, they want him to touch it either in the running game or the passing game, but they must like the matchups they're getting.
So out come the Seahawks now for their first possession. And leading them out is their rookie quarterback, the young man out of Alabama.
And now it gets real because as a rookie quarterback, all those accolades and great performances in the regular season, they essentially go right out the window. They get erased, and you have to start over. Played extremely well to get the team the #1 seed and the first-round bye. But this is where he proves himself as a quarterback in the NFL. In the playoffs, and can he win games?
First carry here for Kenneth Walker III. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
It's a tough one right there. He ran right into the teeth of the blitz as the linebacker was freed up in order to stuff that one for a loss. I think quarterbacks got to see that. Got to find a way to audible into something a little more advantageous.
Sticking with Walker on 2nd down. And they're able to get this one across the 35. That'll pick up the first down for Seattle on a gain of 18.
And when you get into the divisional round of the playoffs, this is where having the ability to run the football is such an advantage. The defenses, they're generally going to be tougher the further you go along. So if you can get something established up front, it's going to give you a great chance to move on.
They'll look to throw here on first down. He finds Smith and Jigba. And a 5-yard gain gets him to the 42.
And I think this is a route we'll see more of as this game goes on, because with his speed, they want to get him the ball in space on drag routes just like this. They want him to get the ball and run after the catch. Good job there, though, holding him for a short gain.
They'll let this go for the end zone. And, it's incomplete. That would have been 6 points, but somehow he couldn't rein it in.
Not a great start dropping his first target, but let's face it, it won't be his last chance because he'll get opportunities to make up for that one throughout this game.
They come up now 3rd and 5 following the incomplete pass. They'll look to throw here. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, and it's good for a first down as well.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
And they'll get this just to the 47, 1-yard gain.
No doubt about it. A really nice job there by the defense, not allowing him to get to the perimeter. But that means your defensive ends, your outside linebackers, the guys that you pay big money to sack the quarterback, they also have to have interest in the running game as well. And they did a nice job there of holding the point of attack and not giving ground.
So give them 5 yards there on the pitch and catch. And that'll bring us to a 3rd and 4.
Well, from their point of view, this game could not be starting out much better, could it? Force a punt on defense, and now they're moving it crisply on offense.
Crisply, I like that.
Like that?
Yeah, moving it very, very well. Looks like the defense on their heels a little bit. You put a score in here, long way to go, but you're right, that's a heck of a start. Eagle pressure, too much this time. Down he goes. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game.
Even keeping the back end for extra protection on 3rd down, they still couldn't prevent the sack. Now it's 4th and long thanks to a terrific individual effort on defense.
And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. And this is a beauty as that ball's going to angle out at the 6-yard line. So well done there. And these punters, they get more specialized and better each and every year, don't they?
They sure do. And now it's really not the American punters. It's the Australian punters with their kicking academies and that flat drop and just kind of kicking the nose of the football. They're able to almost stop it where they want to, like a good golfer can check one up.
Here's Hurts to throw. And he's going to go down. He backed up into the end zone, and this is going to wind up a safety. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports. Start of the second quarter, and it's the Eagles in possession as they've got it as we resume action. This is fielded at the 7. Seattle's offense coming back onto the field, ready for their second drive. No points last time out. They were forced to punt, if you remember, but no time to dwell on that. They've still got the lead here and a chance to add to that here. 1st and 10 as this new drive starts. So they'll come up 1st and 10 now from the 33.
Here we go, set. Go.
Here's Walker to start the drive. And he'll be out of bounds after getting this one across the 40.
Now, that was an excellent run. And when you see that happen, that's when you're seeing guys doing their job and then some people doing a little bit more. Offensive linemen and tight ends, they're expected to block. But the wide receivers, all they want to do is catch passes. So when they block on a big-time running play and create extra space, you've kind of hit the jackpot there.
To the right side and complete to Metcalf. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down.
First and 10 at the 46-yard line.
They'll drop to throw. On the move past the 40 and down to the 29-yard line. 17 yards on the catch and run. It's a first down.
So many times in my career I've heard coaches talk about completions are one thing. But as long as we're there at the catch and we get guys on the ground, we can live with that. But if you're going to give up 10, 12, 15 yards after the catch, then your defense is going to be in a lot of trouble.
Let's go.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Over the middle, that's caught by Metcalf. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. Another nice gain. That's now 30 yards between those last 2 plays.
And it's a real luxury when you have a guy who can turn a short throw into a solid gain at any moment. Once he caught that ball, he ID'd where the open grass was and got there in a hurry to pick up a new set of downs for his offense.
2 yards on the carry there. It'll be second down.
They did a really nice job there defensively. They strung the play out, didn't give him a cutback lane. On each play, you have guys what I call our BCR players. Guys are responsible for the bootleg, for the cutback, and for the reverse. They played that one perfectly.
And rode him right out of bounds. They'll get that to Charbonnet. 9 yards on the play there, and it'll set him up 1st and goal.
But they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another first down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll set up to throw. To the goal line, but it's incomplete. Down this close to the goal line, first down. Surprised that wasn't a run?
I am, and you know I'm old school. I want to run the ball on first down in this situation because second down, that gives me an option of running play action and maybe throwing it.
Now to the ground. Here's Walker. And he's going to get him about 3 yards closer. He's down to about the 2. This is kind of one of those in-between plays here, Charles, on 3rd and goal from the 2 or the 3 in that area. What do you dial up?
Something quick hitting. You don't have the time for something that develops slowly. It's got to be right at them if you're going to run the football. And if you're going to throw it, something quick, get it out of your hands in a hurry.
Go.
They'll look to throw on 3rd and goal. Throw out wide to Walker. Touchdown, Seahawks. Kenneth Walker, a 2-yard touchdown grab. And the Seahawks are able to add on to that lead. I'll let you do the analysis, partner, but with every touchdown pass this young quarterback throws and with the success that his team has had, I just continue to be more and more impressed.
Let's both do the analysis. Impressed. Aren't we both?
Yeah.
I mean, and why shouldn't we be? We've seen him improve throughout the year. We've seen him settle in now, and you can see the confidence of the team has grown. His confidence has grown. I think that everyone around this guy feels good about what they've seen, and it's also safe for him when he's driving home to turn on Sports Talk Radio. He's okay.
And the tackle going to be made right there at the 25-yard line. Philadelphia getting set to take the field. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down now. They'll come out throwing here to start the drive. Gets this out to Saquon Barkley. And they work this well upfield across the 45. 22 yards on the catch and run, a first down.
A great job there, and that old cliche, taking what the defense gives you, comes right into play. Nothing too out of the ordinary about the throw. Just a little dump off over the middle. But what is out of the ordinary is what he did with it after the catch. Not only did he grab the ball, but how about the significant yardage he picked up after he pulled it in.
Now on first down, he'll drop to throw it. And that is incomplete. He couldn't hold on through the contact. Brings up second down.
It's easy to see when we review this that the ball needs to come out quicker, because if you don't throw it right on the break, you bring a crowd of people into the equation.
And that's why it got knocked away there. Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. That's caught by the big tight end, Dallas Goedert. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 41-yard line. His first reception of the divisional round matchup, but it's good for a first down as well. Second quarter action, 2 minutes to go on divisional round weekend. We remind you, as we've done all year, that coming up at halftime, we will visit with Jonathan Coachman standing by at Orlando. He'll let you know what's going on here on a very eventful divisional round weekend. They'll look to throw again. Throwing for Smith on the out route, and it's caught. And he gets it down a yard or two shy of the 30 before he's out of bounds. And that's good for a pickup of 10 yards. And that'll leave him with a second and just a few inches left. Again, he'll drop to throw. He's got Dallas Goedert, his tight end, over the middle. And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks' 14. Now we'll get a stoppage here as it appears we've got an Eagle slow to get up. This offense finding its legs now. Here's another 1st and 10. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. And he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. Raekwon Davis, his second sack of the night. These sacks now, they're starting to pile up, Charles. And that front seven defensively, they've had their way with this offensive line.
And I think at this stage, we'll have to start thinking about different play calls. We've got to start helping this quarterback out because the entire game he's been under siege. I don't care what the down and distance. They've got to get the ball out of his hand.
Touchdown! Jahan Dotson, an 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Eagles are back within a score. On for the extra point, Jake Elliott. And they're back within a couple at 9-7 now. So that drives 7 plays in length. And it was Jahan Dotson with a touchdown catch to finish things off. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. Here come the Seahawks now, set to take over on offense. Still more than a minute to go, so there is time if they want to mount something here.
Not only time, but they have 3 timeouts at their disposal as well, so that changes everything that you're doing here. Without those timeouts, you can only work the sidelines, hoping to get out of bounds. Here, the middle of the field's still available because you can call timeout and regroup.
Now we're going to get a timeout here as it looks like there's a Seahawk injured on the play. The medical staff will attend to him, and we will step aside. This is 2nd and 8. He'll look to throw. This pass caught by Hamler. And he'll take this to the other side of midfield before going out of bounds. A gain there of 21 yards.
What an intelligent play as he found open grass and uncovered quickly. A nice clutch play to move the chains. The defense, they've got to do a much better job of accounting for these shorter routes.
Going for Metcalf on the deep ball. And at the 7-yard line, the catch is made. And he is in for the Seattle touchdown. DK Metcalf. 47 yards. And the Seahawks will extend their lead in the final minute of the half. Charles, every time that he makes one of these plays, I think the front office, they get a bigger and bigger collective smile because they feel more confident that they have found their guy, their future at quarterback.
And they should feel that way. It's obvious he's a big part of why they have such a good record this season. You're right about the bright future as well, and by association, a bright future for the franchise, too.
And he finds his way into the end zone as the lead moves to 10. And a little quarterback draw option works to perfection for him.
Yeah, it's hard to account for the quarterback in most situations on defense, and that's why the quarterback draw is so successful. Everyone else covered, makes a little fake, runs into the end zone.
And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. The Eagles offense going to take over late in this first half. And with him down 2 scores, you wonder if they might try and put something together, even if it's just to get into field goal range. They'll come out throwing here on first down. Underneath, caught by the tight end, Allen. Now the Eagles will use the second of their timeouts as they stop it here with just under 40 ticks to go in this first half. Now 2nd and 3. From the gun, it's Hurts. And his throw's going to be incomplete.
To this point, I've been impressed with the work defensively. They have not allowed a lot of receivers to run free. And there's another example, another incompletion.
So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Throwing is Hurts. Work in the middle of the field, and he's got a man complete. The Eagles will take their 3rd and final timeout as they'll stop it with a little over 30 seconds to go in the first half of play. A 1st and 10 here, and you know, if they could just get 3 out of this, something about whittling it to a 1-score game at half that might provide a psychological boost. That'll be caught by Shipley. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. They'll throw now on the final play. And he's going to go down. Couldn't get a throw off with the pressure. Maybe that was for the best, as that brings us to the end of this first half of play. So we've come upon halftime here in this NFC Divisional Round matchup. As we'll send you back over to Orlando with our EA Sports. A look around the NFL. We'll have to wait for postgame because we are moving right through halftime and on to the 3rd quarter. And we welcome you back now. Alongside Charles Davis, I'm Brandon Gordon, getting set for quarter number 3 here. A trip to the NFC title game hanging in the balance. Second half action back underway. And a good return as he'll be stopped just shy of the 30-yard line. The Seahawks offense and Kenneth Walker set to take over once more. And he's had his fair share of troubles in this one, unfortunately. This defensive front has wreaked havoc throughout the contest, and he hasn't been able to create enough space to make something positive happen to this point. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And they're in the position they expected to be in. They've got the lead, home crowd behind them, and they're looking toward making that next step in these playoffs.
And I think a key for them is to put together some good, long, extended drives. Work the running a little more with that big offensive line. I'm not saying get away from throwing the football. That's still working. But if they run it more effectively, they may get even bigger plays in the passing game. And that's a great run, and this is where you've got a running back who feels like he needs to take over this football game. You're in the second half, you've got the lead. You're looking at moving on to the conference championship, and he's got to be saying, just keep giving me the ball, and I'll get us home.
Flush to his right. And this will be well too low for him to bring in. It's incomplete. Here's 2nd and 10.
Let's go.
Looking to throw. Setting up the screen here. This is Walker. And taking it across midfield and just shy of the 40. It's a gain of 15. First down, Seahawks.
And when you have success throwing the football, the old cliche becomes true. The playbook opens up wide, and these screen passes, they become even more difficult to stop.
So from Philadelphia territory now, here's a 1st and 10 at the 41. Running left is Walker. Well, now after all of this, hang on here because he appears to be shaken up. So as the medical staff takes a look, we'll step aside. Second and 7. Taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6.
Another big play right there, and this is where, as an offense, you can really put the hammer down. You've got a double-digit lead, but those other guys, they've been hanging around. A touchdown here could put this game out of reach, and that's a strong step towards getting it done.
Now a chance to make that big play. It's 1st and goal just outside the 5.
Let's go now.
And from the gun, here's a handoff to Charbonnet. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
The yards may start getting a little tougher to come by down here near the goal line. That's good work defensively there on 1st down, holding them to a short gain. 2nd and 5. And it's caught. Touchdown, Seahawks. Albert Okwuegbunam. A 5-yard touchdown. And the Seahawks take the opening kickoff of the 3rd quarter and drive right down the field to extend their lead. Extra point up and through by Myers. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And he'll go down as this drive will start at the 25-yard line. Eagles set and ready for their next offensive. Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Here's a fake on the jet sweep as he'll go instead with Barkley. And he'll push his way forward to about the 32. He'll get a nice chunk there on the 1st down run, and it's 2nd and 4. Hurts. And they bring him to the ground just shy of midfield. Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a 1st. At least this time he's getting hit after a positive play for his offense. The pressure was coming through yet again, but he certainly didn't stick around for the sack on this occasion. Found an escape route and ended up getting the 1st down before taking the hit.
Hurts sets up to throw it. That's complete. He's got Barkley out of the backfield. And he is going to lose yardage here. But despite the completion, they're going to wind up losing 3 there. Second down. So they try to swing it out left into the flat, complete, but really nice open field tackling.
And they played that one like a great boxer. They were on their toes on that one. They weren't back on their heels reacting to the play. No, they saw it, came right for it, and made a nice tackle for one.
And it coughed it up. Oh, one of the linebackers has got it. And they will take over possession of the football at their 42-yard line. Well, if these guys wanted to get back in this game, they needed an almost perfect second half, and down 3 scores. A lost fumble here certainly doesn't fit into that plan.
That reminds me of my plan in college to get an A on the papers I turned in, but that didn't work out too well either. Too many mistakes by both of us. I mean, that's just pure and simple. And that's why that's exactly where they are in this ball game. They're going to need a huge turnaround if they want to try and win this one.
He's going to float this one deep right side. This is caught inside the 15. And he will score. Touchdown, Seattle. Jake Bobo, 58 yards. And the Seahawks continue to show why it pays to play at home in the postseason as they add on to their lead. Now Myers for the extra point. And the lead is now 24. Those are the kind of drives they like on offense, from the coordinator to the quarterback, the line, everybody. One play drive and into the end zone for 6. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And this return going to come to a quick end as he is belted at the end of that one. Here's the Philadelphia offensive unit now as they head out to take over possession. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
He'll get 5 out of the scramble. It's second down.
It is certainly becoming rarer by the year to see your franchise guy take a hit like that. The defender couldn't believe he had a shot to light him up. So when you take off and run, you have to make sure you can slide, get out of bounds, anything. Just don't leave yourself open to hits like that.
And he has a big gain inside the 40 before being dropped. So from Seahawk territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 39-yard line. Now Hurts going to keep it running left. Give him 3 on the keeper there, and it is second down.
Anytime you decide to use your quarterback as a runner, most of the time when you design a play, you're expected to break a little bit bigger than this one, because when you run him on short gains, your risk-reward and him taking hits, I'm not sure that's the payoff they were looking for.
Here's Hurts to throw. Under a heavy rush, and down he goes. Boye Mafe from that outside linebacker spot gets in there. It's a loss of 9. So after that sack, Hurts and the Eagles, tough spot here, 3rd and long. He'll look to throw. Trying for Brown, and it's intercepted. And he will take this one home. It's a touchdown. Well, CD, we have seen it many times throughout the course of the season. This defense coming up large and snagging a big takeaway. But here they get not just the takeaway, 6 points as well.
And you just knew that for this team to advance, it had to get a big performance from this unit. And to this point, they've delivered.
The extra point now coming from Myers. And the lead grows even larger here in the 3rd quarter. A heck of a play there defensively, getting the interception, navigating his way into the end zone for the touchdown. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick six. And now the kick is away. And they will wrangle him down a couple yards shy of the 30. Try to get one more in here before the quarter breaks. Hurts now, hoping to make up for that pick six. To Barkley on the check down. And he'll be brought down at what's going to turn out to be the final play of this third quarter. 1 quarter remains for a trip to the NFC title game. Back now in Seattle, Washington. And this is a blowout so far as we get set for the fourth quarter. A very one-sided affair. Back to throw now on first down. Got his man complete over the middle. It's Smith. Still on his feet. Touchdown, Philadelphia. Devontae Smith, 61 yards. And the Eagles get a small measure of revenge as they cut into this fourth quarter deficit. Elliott good on the extra point, and the lead's down to 24. Now after the touchdown, here's Elliott on to kick it away. And it's a pretty good return here as he'll get this up to the 29. Seattle again getting ready to take over offensively. And as we look back at how we got here, you'll notice a common theme in these highlights. A lot of yardage through the air. The passing game has been sharp right from the outset. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And it would appear that that first round bye certainly helped. They've looked fresh from the start and no letdown here as they lead big in this divisional round, and they look to book a spot in the conference championship. Right off the bat, it's a first down to start the drive, 12 yards. Now, I think we can get used to seeing more of that in this fourth quarter, especially if they're having success on the ground like they did there. Yeah, I think back when we met with the head coach in preseason, and all he talked about was building a bully. And I think it was this situation he was envisioning. Trying to ice a game, plenty of time left, but being able to give the ball to his big runner and pound away and try and finish off a game. And they're well past midfield, just a yard or two shy of the 40. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, first down Seahawks. But just a simple tap pass, but it pays off in a big way.
And sometimes the simple stuff causes the most problems for a defense because there's a breakdown in communication there. When that receiver goes behind the line of scrimmage and it looks like he's going in motion, someone either has to go with him or he has to be passed off to another defender. Somehow they didn't get that communicated well, and it turned into a nice play.
And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. And he got off the end there very quickly to make that play.
Yeah, it was almost like the bullet train, wasn't it? I mean, just zoom. Quick, quick, quick. And what a terrific play, holding them to no gain.
Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. He dumps this off underneath. Here's Davis. They do get a couple, but they'll be left staring at a 3rd and 8 coming up.
That might feel like a little bit of a lost opportunity there for the offense because the defense brought pressure that time. And sometimes against that, you can get out to your running back, and it could turn into a big gain downfield. But what a nice job they did getting to him quickly and holding him to a short gain.
And that is incomplete.
I think it's fairly safe to call this game over, but they're still trying to bomb it downfield and add to their lead. Almost makes you start to feel for the defense and root for them a little bit too.
So they're forced to punt on 4th as this one's away. And there's a work of art right there. Out of bounds at the 2-yard line. The Eagles just about set to go to work on offense. Their hopes of advancing past this divisional round hanging by a thread, if that, as they begin here with a 1st and 10 on the wrong side of the scoreboard. They'll start out on the ground. It's Saquon Barkley. And he's going to be taken down shy of the 5-yard line. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9. They'll set up a throw. Quick slant to Brown. And he gets this up just shy of the 15. 2 catches now in this divisional round matchup. That one, a first down. Hard to believe his first catch of the game defensively. They bottled him up. That's why they're well on their way to victory.
Put your best cover guy on him and then change the coverages behind him throughout the game. Brackets, double, zone, man, you name it. Make sure he gets a lot of angles.
Oh, he dropped it. And that's pretty indicative of the way this one's gone. Now a 2nd and 10. They're going to look to throw. And he drops it incomplete. And their struggles continue here. Well, the trials and tribulations of being a quarterback in this league, it's tough. It's got to be wearing on him out there.
Well, he has been sacked a number of times. He had an interception, so I'm going to give him a skosh of credit for hanging in there and trying to make something happen, despite the amount of pressure he's been under this entire game.
And he is going to have an Eagles first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion. Back to throw again. That's to the right sideline, and it falls incomplete.
Nice progress down the field, was halted by that incompletion. They could try for some safe yards here to get things moving again, or keep throwing it and pushing it downfield to try and pick up bigger yardage.
Throwing from the gun, it's Hurts. And brought down, but not before reaching the 45-yard line. Able to make something out of nothing there. 17 yards and a first down. Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. And he'll get this underneath, dropping it off for Barkley. And he'll get this forward only for about a yard, as that's going to take us to the 2-minute warning. Throwing again on 2nd down. Hurts. And that falls to the ground, incomplete. Well, a nice job of bodying him up defensively. And now it brings up 3rd down.
This has been a rough one, to put it mildly, for him. And after this one's done, you just feel like at the post-game press conference, this team's going to have a lot of questions and definitely not a lot of answers.
On 3rd down, he'll drop to throw. This one goes out wide for Barkley. The Eagles going to take the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. Again, he'll drop to throw. It's Barkley once again bringing in the catch. And brought down, but not before they're inside the 25. He's been a one-man wrecking crew these last couple of plays. This time 18 more and a first down.
Well, I can put my defensive cap on right now, and I know they're saying don't give up any big plays now. They've controlled this game throughout, and all they want to do is see it through to the end. I think they let their guard down a little bit with that last completion. Sometimes when you're trying not to give up bigger plays, you don't react as fast as you should on other throws.
Two big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they got to get ready. It's 1st and goal. They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. Steps away to his left. And he'll be brought down right on the edge of the goal line at about the 1-yard line. It won't be a sack, but it's no gain, and it brings up 2nd down.
Late in the game, he's certainly doing everything in his power to buy time for his guys to make a play. But in this case, he's surrounded, and all he has room to do is to get back to the line of scrimmage.
Dancing to his left. And he'll take it into the end zone for an Eagles touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Eagles go coast to coast and finish the drive off with 6 points. Hurts will throw. And now the pressure gets there, and he goes down. So he couldn't get rid of the football, and that deficit stays right where it is. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. And out now come the Seahawks. And this one not officially in the bag, but it's looking more and more like you and I are going to be in these same seats next week for a game to go to the Super Bowl.
And it's contrary to our meeting with the visitors, wasn't it? Remember when we went over to the hotel before the game, and one of the themes they kept hitting us with was, let's put the pressure on the #1 seed and see if they can handle it. Let's do that. Well, they're the #1 seed for a reason. Best team all year long. They're showing it again in this game.
The Seahawks, they are moving on as we say so long, everybody. So that'll do it for us. For my partner, Charles Davis, and all the hard-working men and women on our crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. You've been watching the NFL right here on EA Sports. It's a win for the Seahawks here as we say so long from Seattle.